After we have installed the Unreal plugin and the Blender add-on, we now need to connect these two softwares to each other. To do this, from the Blender N toolbar, we click the Start Live Link button, and then we go into Unreal, open the Blender Live Link menu, and click Start Live Link. We wait for a few moments for these two to connect to each other. When they connect, more items will be shown to you in the Blender section and within the Blender add-on section. And the important point is that your status must definitely be on the connected state. This means that the connection between these two softwares has been established. The first time, establishing the connection between Blender and Unreal might be a bit time-consuming because this intra-network communication is being established for the first time and it might take a while. If you want to be sure whether the path is being executed correctly and the work is progressing properly, you can open the log, and if there is no error in the log and you don't see any error in red, it means you have implemented the path correctly, placed the plugin and script in the right place, and you just need to be patient. After the connection is established, we now want to send the model from Blender to Unreal. Select your model and click the Send Selected button. When you click Send Selected, wait for a few moments until your model is sent to Unreal. At this stage, I've provided two options for you. I've included both Send Full Scene and Send Selected. Send Full Scene is for when you want to transfer the entire scene, and Send Selected is when you only want to transfer a single object. I suggest that you do not work with Send Full Scene very much because generally the scenes we put together are heavy scenes and have a very large number of objects. Therefore, it is better to proceed through Send Selected. Exactly, my goal has been for us to have management over our scene and to be able to send our scene from Blender to Unreal without needing extensive hardware resources. Now here, I will take a copy of the same object and again click the Send Selected button. Before that, I select my two objects and click Send Selected. And you see as soon as these two objects are selected, they are sent to Unreal. Now let me create a material here. I want to show you that we can send materials as well. The discussion of materials itself was a very challenging and extensive topic that I solved within this plugin. Here, I give a texture to one of the objects, and now I say for this material to be sent for me, and here the model is sent together with its texture. Well, now let's bring in another model. I will bring one of the free models from the BlenderKit website, a model that has the texture on itself. Let me explain LiveSync to you before that. LiveSync works in such a way that whatever edit you apply to a model, once you have performed the edit, press the Tab button again and exit edit mode. As soon as you exit edit mode, it performs the sending for you. Now look, here I perform another edit again, and as soon as we perform the edit, you see the LiveSync. Just do not forget this. You must definitely exit edit mode and go into object mode so that your edit is seen within the Unreal software. I do not recommend using LiveSync extensively because using LiveSync requires hardware resources. This is due to the graphical structure of these two softwares. However, I have included LiveSync for you so that in light scenes or times when you want to work on something simple, LiveSync can function for you. LiveSync operates in such a way that it only applies the effect to the object that is changed and has nothing to do with the rest of the objects in the scene. This causes the LiveSync process to run lighter. Well, let's bring in a model from the BlenderKit models together. The model I want to bring in is a free BlenderKit model. Let me turn off LiveSync. It's a free BlenderKit model that has a texture on itself. So I drag and drop it into the scene and scale it up so that it becomes large and easily visible. And I click Send Selected again. And we can see it in Unreal instantly. Here I give it a rotation again. Let me show you on LiveSync mode as well that a few moments after we apply the rotation, it moves and we can see its change inside Unreal. Well, let's bring in a heavier scene. I also want to show you an option for how I solved it in these heavier scenes that have complex materials. If the materials are simple, they are sent by the Send Selected mode, but if the material is complex, we must use the Bake and Send Selected mode for sending it. Why? Because complex materials need to be baked once in order to be sent. This plugin detects. If your model has UV, it doesn't touch your UVs and sends the texture for you based on those same UVs, and sends the model to Unreal. Well, now in this section, I have come and I'm testing different objects simultaneously. For example, here I want an object. See here, there are a very large number of books. I want to transfer this very large number of books for you so you know that there is no limit on the number of objects. It is only your hardware limitation that affects your speed. Now here there are about 200 plus books, 230 books, where we can easily send these books here in this way, and these books were sent. And again, let me emphasize this point. In order to have better management over your scenes and so that there is no need for very powerful hardware in very heavy scenes, transfer your scene piece by piece and section by section to Unreal and be able to use this plugin easily.